Hello again. I got a question. Feds want to track your every move on the road. That's the title for this WorldNet Daily article. You know who's doing this? Oregon. Oregon. What else is Oregon doing? Well, if you've got a child that's 15 years old, Bobby can go to school in the morning and come home as Mary. And they don't have to ask you permission. And you know who pays for it? The state. And without your money going to the state, they wouldn't have any money. And without your money paying these state legislators that you elected, they're a complete joke. You know, I talked about this in one of my earlier videos, how Oregon's looking to generate additional revenue on those green cars. Remember how with the floppy ears was pitching the green cars? Well, now they're going to nail you. They're already nailing people in Oregon. They're charging them 1.5 cents a mile for every mile they drive their green cards. And they're still having to charge those green cards with electricity, and that price is going through the roof. What is it with Oregon, though? I mean, you know, they got this whole deal going on where 15-year-old kids can go have their penises whacked off and having breast implants or whatever else they do to them, and it's all paid for by the state, by the taxpayers, without parental permission. You know, I saw a special, and they were talking about psychiatrists, and they were talking about how some kids go through this thing, you know, am I a boy or am I a girl? I mean, what am I, you know? The thing is, they grow out of it. The problem is, once they whack their penises off, they can't grow out of it, which explains the high rate of suicide for these people that I think are lost souls. You know, it's like that freak in the White House, Michael. Can you picture seeing a guy with a penis and breasts? I mean, that's got to be a freaky sight, huh? I mean, come on. That's got to be a freaky sight. You think Malia and Shasta has ever seen that freak nude? Huh? I'm inclined to think not, because if they did, they'd freak right out, wouldn't they? I mean, I sure as hell would. Now, this whole thing with Oregon, they're sort of kicking this thing off. You know, if this goes big and there's a lot of revenue generation, they're going to nail everybody that's got these green cards. So people that bought these green cards, they thought that, hey, you know what, I'm going to buy this car. I'm going to pay a premium. I know I'm going to pay a premium, but it's okay because I'm going to save money in the long term. Well, that ain't happening. Like Obamacare, you're getting screwed. These people that bought these green cars are going to be charged 1.5 cents a mile. You didn't know that, did you? They didn't tell you that when you paid the premium for these green cards. The whole thing's a joke. An absolute joke. And you know who the joke's on? You know why? You elected these dirtbag politicians in Oregon, these state legislators. Yeah. And what are they doing? They're screwing their state. That's what they're doing. Are they any different than California? You got all these whacked out Hispanic members of the state legislature. Look what they're doing in California. It's pretty much over, folks. I mean, it truly is pretty much over. And you know who's going to get nailed next? Old Glory. Barack Hussein Obama, when he was doing that Cairo Pukas, he said that the American flag is a sign of oppression. You don't think that's what's next? You're not thinking. That's what I think. Let me know what you think.